Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Tonight I'm going to be using my electric pressure cooker, and we're going to be making Hoppin' John. And real quick, I want to thank everyone for the prayers for my grandmother, which I call Mama. She has been turned over to hospice, and she will be coming to my house with hospice care. So thank you all for your prayers, and much more prayers is needed to help us with this journey. So to start on the Hoppin' John, we're going to start with 2 cups of dried black-eyed peas. I've looked through them and rinsed them. And we're going to cover them with at least 1 inch of water. Now if you want to skip this step and use canned black-eyed peas, then you can skip this step. So I'm going to pressure cook these on high for around 5 minutes. And make sure it's on airtight. And then once the pressure naturally releases and I drain the beans, then we'll start back on the next steps. Alright, my black-eyed peas are ready to be drained. I cooked them on high pressure for 5 minutes, and then I let them just kind of sit there and do a natural release for around 10 to 15 minutes, and then I just finished releasing it. I'm going to drain the black-eyed peas, set them aside, and then I'll be back. Now with my pressure cooker, and if you noticed, I just drained it. If any stray beans or the skins of the beans stay behind, that's fine. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, about 1 tablespoon, and I have my pressure cooker on the brown setting. In this bowl I have 1 onion, 1 green bell pepper, and 3 cloves of garlic. You can chop that up fine, but I just put mine in the food processor. It kind of hides it, but that's just kind of how we like it. But you can just chop it real fine. We're going to let these saute a little bit till they start to get tender, and it won't take this long at all, and then I'll be back. Alright, that didn't take that long. So now I just took an 8-ounce ham steak and cubed it up. So we're going to add that in there. I'm also adding in 2 cups of long grain rice. Gonna give this a stir, and we're gonna let this cook a couple of minutes. So now we're gonna season it with some salt and pepper to taste. Now at this point, if you want to add some crushed red pepper flakes, you can, but instead of adding that, I'm gonna be adding some of my mild hot sauce to it. Now we're gonna add our peas back in, along with about 3 cups of shredded collard greens. And honestly, I just bought them in the bag. I washed them real good and then put them in some water so I can just lift them up out of the water. That way, if there's any dirt or anything left behind, it'll go to the bottom of the bowl. Now we're going to try to add 3.5 cups of chicken stock. Okay, let me add my mild hot sauce in. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more liquid just to cover it up. But I'm just going to add some water. Give it one more good stir. Now we're going to pressure cook this on high for 6 minutes. And then we will do a natural release. So it's locked, it's on airtight. Pressure cook for 6 minutes. And then after I do the quick release, I'll be back. Alright, I did a quick release. And if you need to, if it's too dry for you, you can top it off with some chicken broth. But it looks good to me. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of some cider vinegar. Stir that in and serve us up a plate, and I'll meet you over at the table. And here is our finished Hoppin' John. I did add a little bit more black pepper to mine. and I made some cornbread. Oops. And the chef loved it so much he fell over. So let's try a bite. This is another winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Like I say, I think the chef likes it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all of your love. If you like what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from all of you. And I hope you all enjoy. And subscribe so you don't miss any more recipes. Thanks, y'all.